Hey guys, what's up? In today's video I want to talk about cross-platform gaming one more time because I'm looking at recent news and I just can't believe what the hell is going on. People have been hoping for cross-platform gaming for so many years, and it's been always a thing where everyone said like, no, it's never gonna happen, it's impossible. And now it seems like Microsoft is actually kicking it off, because already 1.5 weeks ago or something like this, Microsoft announced that they want to merge Xbox One and Windows 10 as basically one platform, so there would be no more Xbox One exclusive titles. Xbox One players will be able to compete with PC players and so on. At least the option will exist. I made a video about that. I'll link it down in the description. So after you watch this, you can go back and watch the details of that. And that was already revolutionary, right? And I was like, I can't believe it. What's going on? I will be able to compete with Xbox players. I will be able to play exclusive games for the Xbox on my PC. This is craziness. And now Microsoft is actually going one step further, because they have announced that they want to open the doors for developers to offer cross-platform gaming to all existing game consoles. So they are opening the doors for PlayStation 4 players to compete with Xbox One players and everyone to play with Windows 10/PC players. So this is crazy. This is what everyone has been dreaming about, or at least I have been dreaming about for so many years. Because I think one of the most stupid things about the world of video games is that we're playing on all these different platforms and everyone is kind of in their little world with their own shop, and everything is separated and everyone hates the other one. It's just retarded to do that. Like, it's ridiculous. So Microsoft actually coming forward and trying to break down these barriers, that's fantastic. But obviously everyone has to buy into this concept. So clearly Microsoft is on board. They've announced it. They want to make it happen. But what about Sony? So GameSpot has reached out to Sony asking exactly that question. Would they be interested in working with Microsoft and develop some kind of cross-platform gaming solution? And their answer is, and I'm quoting here, PlayStation has been supporting cross-platform play between PC and several software titles, starting with Final Fantasy XI on PS2 and PC back in 2002. We would be happy to have the conversation with any publishers or developers who are interested in cross-platform play. So they're basically saying, not no, right? They're not denying it. They're not saying we definitely don't want to do this. At the same time, they haven't said the word Xbox or Microsoft once. They only want to talk to developers and publishers, so they seem to be a little bit hesitant. I think GameSpot has already reached out to them for clarification on this, whether they actually want to work with Microsoft. But it certainly doesn't look like they're completely against the idea and they're completely refusing to even consider this option. And I mean, this is an absolutely fascinating first step. The announcement that came from Microsoft said that Rocket League will be the first game that will support this feature. Now, it has to be said, and it has to be made very clear, that it's not down to Microsoft or Sony to make the decision whether all games are cross-platform gaming. It's very much down to the developers and the publishers to incorporate the feature. But at the moment, the discussion is going on to whether the feature is even an option, right? So that developers and publishers have the option to incorporate cross-platform gaming into their titles. And I mean, this will take the console war to a whole new level. You will have people on PlayStation competing with the Xbox players, and there will be epic Call of Duty matches where PlayStation tries to beat Xbox and the other way around. So I really hope this will become the new standard. I hope that every game will incorporate this feature, because another thing they said is that beyond the publisher and developer having the option to incorporate the feature, it is still down to the player to say, yes, I want to play against the other platform, right? So nobody's forced to play against Xbox or PlayStation 4 players. You can always make a decision and say, look, I want to stay on my own platform, but the option is there, and that's great. Like, more options are always a win, right, in my opinion. So I think that's great. I don't think we're going to see PC players being merged with console players in first-person shooter games, because it has been tried in the past and it just doesn't work. But there are so many games like Rocket League, right? Why should I not be able to play against Xbox players in Rocket League on my PC? Like, this is just great. And while it will probably spark loads of, console war battles and discussions going on in Rocket League in the chat where people are like, look, we won, Xbox is the best and whatever. And, there will be ridiculous little comments like that popping up. But to be honest, I don't really care, because in the long run, this will really add to gaming and it will unify players and it will take away the barriers between the different platforms. So I'm going to have a very close eye on this, and I'm going to follow this story very closely, because I really want to see where it's going to go and whether Microsoft puts action to their words and whether Sony is buying into this idea, and how this will look in 3 to 4 to 5 years we can only hope that it will really be that scenario that Microsoft is describing. And maybe we will even see something at E3, right? I want to see in a Sony presentation that they're going to show a game that in the end says this game supports cross-platform gaming. That would be amazing. Like, that would be so cool, and I can't wait for that stuff to happen. But guys, what do you think? Do you think this is a good idea? Do you want to actually see cross-platform gaming, or do you think it's stupid and it should stay the way it is? Leave all your thoughts down in the comment section below. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel for more. I hope you did enjoy it and you learned something. As I said in the beginning, you can now go down and watch my other video about the details of Microsoft merging Xbox One and Windows 10. Like I said, the link is down in the description. Guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I see you next time, and I'm out. Bye.